Plopsaland De Panne has one of the best roller coasters in the world, the Ride to Happiness, and today I'm going to be riding it so many times. I'll also be checking out everything else this cute Belgian theme park has to offer and getting hazed by a bee. So come along for the ride and join me for a day at Plopsaland De Panne. Good morning from a very grey Plopsaland De Panne. I'm here today to experience one of the best roller coasters in Europe and indeed the whole world. For the first time in 2.5 years, Ride to Happiness, which I cannot wait to get back on again. We've also got some other really cool rides here, including Anubis, Heidi the ride, which is the wooden coaster behind me there. So I'm going to go through that massive door and head into Plopsaland. Want to come join me? And we're inside the park, a very seamless entrance process there. We've got some characters welcoming guests into the park here, and then it opens out into this lovely town square, which I really enjoy. I think it's a really nice entrance to the park here, with the bandstand, and then we've got the fountains in the background here. If it wasn't so cold, I'd run through that just for the bants, but it is nippy today. Side note, but this guy said that if you like the video, he'll get a better haircut. Well, I'd forgotten how nice it was to be walking into the Ride to Happiness Plaza. I am really hyped to get back on this. It's been 2.5 years since I last rode it. Back then, I rated it as the best roller coaster in Europe. I've ridden maybe one coaster since that might top it. So let's see how it's riding today on a very cool morning here in Belgium. Let's do it. Oh, the hype is real. It really is. If you've not been out to Ride to Happiness, you really should, because this is something special. I'm going to take you along ride for the experience. All right, let's do this. Good, isn't it? Ride to Happiness is literally one of them roller coasters that just leaves you speechless. It is so absolutely crazy. And with it being a spinning coaster, just about every ride you have will be different to the last. It's a walk-on queue. Like, there were literally maybe 3 or 4 people on that entire train. So I'm going to get some laps in today, but I'm just going to start off the day by just saying that I've ridden 312 roller coasters at this point. That is in the top 5 without question. Where in the top 5, I'm not sure, but that's a top tier roller coaster. But before I go for another ride, let's have a chat around this ride area down here, and also the operations too, because I was really impressed that they're running 2 trains despite how quiet it is. But I love this plaza around here. You have all these really cool plants around the side. Obviously it is sponsored by and in conjunction with Tomorrowland, the kind of dance music festival, but I do really enjoy it. It's a really nice little plaza, cool place to spend a bit of time. However, what we really want to do is maybe go on the back row of Ride to Happiness this time. Shall we do that?
You will experience how nature embraces us.
So here we go, back row, backwards facing. This is an entirely different experience.
Unite forever.
This bit feels so weird backwards. Whoa! Oh. My hood keeps going up involuntarily. Can't even speak. Whoa! Whoa! What is happening? Alright, I'm gonna get absolutely yeeted off this drop. Whoa! For the 0G! Do you have the flip? Oh wow! What's happening? Oh, I think my soul just left my body! Oh! I feel like I've just been reincarnated. That is a bonkers experience. Whew. The fact that there are like 7 or 8 year old kids riding this blows my mind. It is only a 1.3 metre height limit because of the lap bar restraint, so you don't actually have to be that tall to ride. I'm tired. So then, magical people of tomorrow, what do you think of Ride to Happiness? I've just had 5 consecutive, my hand looked really big then, that's just GoPro perspective, I'm not a freak. That is just a crazy, crazy experience. Walk on as well, which makes it easy because I've just literally done 5 laps in less than half an hour. I do feel a bit tired now though. It is an exhausting experience. It just puts you through so many forces. You kind of feel like what some sort of a test pilot feels like, I think, after going through that. It is insane. The back is crazy. It absolutely just drags you over the hills, pulls you through those elements. You get the hang time on the loop. Ride to Happiness is just an absolute worldie, and if you've not come to Plopsaland to ride it, then you absolutely should, because you're missing out on one of the best roller coasters in the world. Anyway, let's go and explore the park a little bit. I need to eat because I need energy after all that. I was chatting about restraints. This is what we're talking about. These classic Mack over-the-top lap bars, literally held in by that as you're doing some of the most crazy elements known to man. I love you, Mack. Oh, look at this all lit up around here. Hopefully I will catch the park in some darkness tonight. I do have to leave earlier than ride close just to make sure I get to Calais in time for my ferry. But it'd be nice to see this in a bit more darkness for sure. So hopefully the light is on my side later. So there are a couple of coasters here I've not actually ridden before, and the Dragon is one of them, mainly because it was closed last time I came. So I believe it's a fairly mild powered coaster, but let's go get the credit, shall we? And then we'll go do something a little bit more fierce. Or maybe that's a coaster that's going to smite me forever, because that is having technical issues. I just sat in the station not really doing a lot, so I'm going to come back to that later and hopefully get it back up and running again. So I think first I'm going to get a bite to eat, and then we're going to go and do Heidi the Ride, which is a really cool GCI wooden coaster. Oh, just had a pizza, because they've got Pizza Hut here at Plopsaland. A very small pizza with the drink was €17 though, which is a little on the pricey side. Plopsaland does have a bit of a reputation for that. That's also why I haven't bought any Ride to Happiness merchandise, because a t-shirt's €50, which is madness. Anyway, I'm just joining the queue for Heidi the Ride and awkwardly stepping over some chains. You don't need to see that. what this braking's all about. Classic wooden coaster theming. Heidi the Ride is a really fun GCI wooden coaster. It is marketed as a family coaster, but that does deliver some really strong airtime in parts, particularly for towards the back of the train, which I was for my second ride. Yeah, that's really impressive. It is one of them shorter trains, so you kind of need to be towards the back to really get the forces from it, but I think that's really solid. It hacks around the course. It kind of delivers a lot more than you expect for its size. Like, I think that's as forceful, if not more so, than Wicker Man. So yeah, Heidi's a good one. So I did see the dragon was going around again, so I'm jumping the queue line. Let's see if we get lucky this time. Third time lucky. The views from up here are quite nice though. Not sure if I believe this, but I think it might have broken again. Well, I'm not sure I'm ever going to get to ride the dragon because it has broken again. I sort of gave up 10 minutes of my life waiting for it and then figured that it really wasn't worth it. So still got a few hours left, so I'm going to go check out a few bits. Anubis is obviously on the cards. That's a really good Gerstlauer launch coaster, and a few other bits here as well. So let's continue with my day, but minus a dragon. So I'm going to get in the line for K3 roller skate, just to show my allegiance to this. I assume they're a pop group or something. I've not ridden this before though. It's a Vekoma family coaster. The layout actually looks kind of fun. K3 roller skater was fine. It was a fairly old school Vekoma family coaster. Bit of side to side jankiness there, but also some quite nice positive forces in places. So yeah, that was decent enough. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Vekoma family coasters really. They're normally pretty good fun, reasonably good to ride. Well, they also have the hashtag Like Me coaster, which I'm not going to ride out of principle. That's an awful name. And also because it's just that. Available for sale, one house with no bedrooms, no anything, just a hollow space, a void to walk through. 300 grand. Fist bumps. Well, up next is Anubis. This is a really punchy Gerstlauer launch coaster. Really snappy launch in this one, some nice elements too. Quite looking forward to getting back on this. Anubis is a really fun and forceful little Gerstlauer coaster. That launch is really fierce as you sort of roll into that, and then it just feels like you're thumped in the back, but in a good way, not like you're about to be mugged or something. And then you're treated to like quite a forceful top hat. You've got 3 inversions there, a couple of them are quite fierce, then you've got the kind of the slow hang-timey barrel roll at the end. That's a really cool roller coaster. The only thing it lacks is lap bars, because really When you look at, I mean, Carnan and Fury and some of the other more modern Gertzlauer coasters with just lap bars, they do some slightly more mad things than that. So if they had different restraints, that would be top tier. As it is, it's still a really strong coaster and one that I really enjoy riding. Well, this guy looks like how I feel after 3 days on the road. Worth it though. Okay, what exactly is this guy fishing for? Because that looks suspicious. Let me know in the comments. Well, I've wandered into some sort of boat ride. I didn't catch the name. It was something in Plop. I'll go and check that before I leave. But no idea what this is. I reckon it's some sort of dark ride. Could be entertaining. Let's go do it. Technique. Wave to the Vikings. Almost Europa Park-esque vibes around here. As I said when I came in, I do love this entrance plaza. I think it's really nice. It does have that European town square vibe to it. Well, I've got no idea what Maya Land is. Let's go and investigate. Obviously, it's aimed at kids, I think. So look. Yeah, just a random indoor section, kind of like the one at Holiday Park. Ah, that's all quite cute though. Ride to Happiness merchandise is so expensive that even things like key rings and pin badges need to be safer cased.
Super bonus.
Ride to Happiness round 6. I reckon 7, 8, 9 and 10. Did you go double figures today? I think it's on. I don't know what this award means, but it's deserved. Oh. I dread to think how many weird noises I made during today. I should do a little compilation. Oh! Flying usage! Interesting ride position they got. Oh! Oh wow, that was that was ejector. Oh! What was that? Wow! There we go! Whoa! What's happening? It never gets old. I think I may have warmed up a bit, you know. There's some serious ejector on that run through. Ride number 9. There we go. 10. Oh, well, this is some spinach, isn't it? Popeye level spinach. Woo! See, the fun thing about Ride to Happiness is that you kind of see other people's reactions as you're going around, and everyone's got a smile on their face the whole time. You can't help but laugh and smile while you're riding this. It really is a Ride to Happiness. 10 laps completed on Ride to Happiness. And the first thing I'll say is I don't think Pizza Hut and Xtreme spinning coasters mix, because, yeah, starting to feel it now. That's just a world-class roller coaster, isn't it? There's not much else you can say. Mack have absolutely landed on a completely winning concept here. I'm surprised that as I'm standing here right now, there are only 2 of these in existence. Of course, there is a third coming in a couple of years' time at Holiday Park. And if you'd like to learn more about Holiday Park, there's actually a vlog up on the channel from a few weeks ago. That's a really cool park, and that's got a world-class coaster too. So to add one of these in, that's got to be worth a return. But back here to Plopsaland, I mean, you've got 2 other good roller coasters here in Anubis and Heidi. But this is the reason you come here. Ride to Happiness is It's a top 3 coaster in Europe, I think, top 5 in the world. It's just a really special ride. The theme's great, it's intense, you get a different ride experience each time. That's really what makes it so unique, because I've ridden at different points in the train, I've ridden on the same seat, and it's completely different every time, depending on whether you're on your own, whether you've got 4 people in the car, 3, 2. It completely changes the dynamic of the ride every single time. It's just a worldie. So a genuine question for the hive mind: would you eat in a restaurant called Plop?
Altijd nog 3 meter afstand.
Oh, what's that? Hey. He's just being silly. Well, the last place I wanted to show you is Wikiland, which I presume is Viking land because it's full of Vikings. Bit of a giveaway. But yeah, this is really nicely themed around here. Much like Holiday Park, they have a disco. This one is operational though, which straight away is a bonus. But yeah, it's quite nice. We've got a splash battle, but these walkways are quite nice. How they're sort of Viking boats that go out over the water. Yeah, when they do theming, they do it well. Well, that is all from a lovely and productive afternoon here at Plopsaland De Panne in Belgium. It's a lovely little park with some really nice theming, some nice rides, punctuated of course by the marvellous Ride to Happiness, which is legitimately one of the best roller coasters in the world and a reason why people travel from all over to come and visit this park. Also want to give a shout out to the operations as well, because despite being not that busy, all the roller coasters were on multiple trains, there was hardly any wait for anything. And it's just been a really good and very efficient afternoon, and you can't really have any complaints of that at all. So thank you very much for watching. I was at Efteling for the last couple of days and checked out the awesome new Dance Macabre, and the videos from that visit are up on the screen now. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, I'm back out on the road in a week and a half's time, back in Germany with Joe from Theme Park Insanity, and we're visiting Phantasialand, which is an amazing park. We'll also be staying at the Charles Lindbergh Hotel, so that's really exciting. So I'm just going to sign off with the immortal words from Ride to Happiness: live today, love tomorrow, unite forever. Cheers, see you next time.